YouTube tagged me, and I am so excited. Thank you, Patty Alonso, for tagging me in this video, and I'm excited to answer these questions. This is the unpopular makeup opinion tag. So I thought it would be fun to go ahead and do this. Now, thank you, Patty, for tagging me. And actually, she wasn't really tagged by anybody, but she had seen that Tati had uploaded her video, and Tati pretty much tagged everybody. She's just like, if you want to do it, do it. So she went ahead and did it, and I thought it was fun. I did see Tati's video. I will link both of their videos in the description box down below so that you guys can check out their unpopular makeup opinion. But as far as my unpopular makeup opinion, we're gonna get into it. Okay, so the question number one is popular makeup product that you don't like. I would probably say I have two of them that are kind of, you know, neck and neck. The first one is Milani eyeshadows. Like, everybody loves Milani eyeshadows, and I can never get them to work. Like, they never look good on me. They're muddy and they're a little bit patchy. For some reason, my technique just doesn't work well with Milani eyeshadows. I think their palettes are beautiful, and I love how affordable they are. I've only been able to make it work like when I need to. I just don't play with them that much because I have to work a little bit harder, but everybody loves Milani, and I'm glad because they're affordable and they do have beautiful palettes. They just don't work out for me. Also, the second product I would think would be the Laura Mercier setting powder. Oh, whew. Now you guys know I don't wear setting powder that much anyway, but right now I just got done filming a challenge, so my concealer looks terrible because this is not the concealer that I like to wear, okay? I'm just gonna point that out there for the entire video. Don't look at my concealer because it's just not good. But I don't like using the Laura Mercier setting powder, and I definitely don't like it under the eye. It just dries out my eyes, and ugh, it's not good. Okay, number two is popular makeup product brand everyone seems to hate, but you love. I would probably say the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. I know a lot of like beauty YouTubers and stuff don't prefer that, but it's also because a lot of them are young, and I would see how the Tarte Creaseless Concealer would be a product that they don't really need. For me, because I'm older, I need that hydration, and the trick is just applying less because less is more. I've seen a few beauty creators use it, but it seems like the reviews that I've seen on it seems like most people don't like it, but I love it, and I especially love it on these aging eyes, and I wish I was wearing it right now. Okay, number three is makeup collab that you didn't like or were not interested in. I have two of them, okay? And the first one is this from the MAC Jeremy Scott collaboration. This palette was awful. Oh my gosh. The reason why I got it is because so many, it was kind of in the beginning of my channel, many of you guys reached out and said, hey, would you mind reviewing this? Because it was super expensive. Like, off the top of my head, I want to say it was like 50, 60 bucks, 70 bucks. I think it was closer to 70. And this is so bad. Okay, so not only is the color story just doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but you guys, the shades were terrible. Like, I tried so hard to make them blend, and they were just not like typical matte quality. I was just not happy with this palette. Like, not even a little bit. Didn't like it. It was just, ugh. Was so bad. The other one is, I'm a huge Scandal fan. I know Scandal's not on anymore. I love Kerry Washington. Like, Kerry Washington is one of my favorite actresses. I love her so much. When I seen that she created these palettes with Neutrogena, this was the Essentials Eye Palette. This right here. Then she also created this Essentials Cheek Palette. You guys, there was no pigment. Like, no pigment. This goes on like a ugly, like weird pink, okay? It's just hideous on the face. This, I sat there and tried to get pigmentation. I'm gonna go into the darkest color. Watch this. You guys will die. Watch. Where is it? All right, here we go again. We're gonna go in one more time. You see that? Nothing. Oh, it's finally starting to show up, I think. You guys, that is the darkest color, and I am digging into the palette. I'm digging. Watch. Fine. Oh, is it coming? It was unbelievable. I have never used a palette that was this crappy. It was so bad. and I was so disappointed because I love Kerry Washington. I love her so much, but shame on Neutrogena for putting her name on a palette like that. She deserves better. Okay, moving on. The next question is, popular makeup step that you never do. Oh, that one's easy. I don't bake. I don't set my under eyes and I don't bake. That one's super easy for me. I can't pack a bunch of powder on this face. I have dry, normal skin. I can wear a little bit of powder, but I can't pack it on. I can't bake and, you know, cut those cheeks and all that. Like, I wish I could, but I can't. The only powder I can use is the one from Hourglass. That's about the only one that I have found that doesn't make me look about 15 years older. Okay. Question number 5, popular beauty influencer that you don't subscribe to or watch. This is Hot Shady Tea, LOL. Yes, it is. I have a few. I don't watch James Charles. I don't watch Manny MUA. I don't watch Laura Lee. I don't watch Nikita Dragon. I got many of them. And it's just because I don't relate to them. They're they're quite a bit younger than me, and they live kind of a different lifestyle than I do, and I just don't relate to them. I don't feel any connection to them. They're all just very young, you guys, and I'm almost 40, and I'm just on a different mental, you know, when you age, you just, I don't know. I don't know. My daughter loves James Charles and watches them all the time. I just don't watch any of them. There's many of them that I don't watch. Many of them. Popular makeup product or brand that you don't use or support anymore. I mean, sometimes I try to stay away from, you know, boycotting brands because, don't get me wrong, there are brands that deserve to be boycotted, but I do try to keep my channel about the makeup and not get into that. I would say a brand that I just don't use or buy from is probably Kat Von D or Milk Makeup. I haven't really seen Milk Makeup put out anything that I'm really curious about. And Kat Von D, I think the last time I bought something like an eyeshadow palette from hers, the 10th anniversary one, I was just not impressed with it. So I've kind of pulled away from buying from her brand because I bought her brow products and I didn't like it. I bought the palette and I didn't like it. There's been several things. The one thing that I have found recently that I love is her long wear lasting lipsticks or whatever. These I can't think of what they're called. These, I got these in my BoxyCharm and I really like these, but I just don't buy from her brand very much. And like I said, Milk Makeup just doesn't really put out a lot of products that I'm interested in. Number 7, makeup trend that you have no interest in trying. I would say for me, the face painting looks, just because I'm not an artist and I'm not a makeup artist and I would not know what I was doing, and I would probably make a total mess of my face if I even tried to create some kind of artistic face paint. Now my daughter is very artistic and maybe I could have her, you know, paint my face for an upcoming video, but for me, I am not talented in that area and I have no interest in it. Number 8, this is the final question. Makeup product that was better in theory than when you used it. Either swatched better or worked better on others than on you. That one's easy. The Jaclyn Hill Vault palettes. And the reason why I say that is because I absolutely love the Jaclyn Hill palette. It's still, to this day, one of my top 5 favorite palettes of all time. And I love the pigmentation. I love the color story in the entire palette. It's just beautiful. And it was kind of one of those really special palettes. When she announced that she was going to be releasing the Vault, I thought, oh my gosh, this is amazing. We get to play with those shades that were not in the actual palette. But then when I got them, like 3 of the palettes out of the 4 just did not cut it, didn't work that well. They were patchy, they were muddy. You guys know the situation. Some people, it worked really good for some. And I have a lot of friends here on YouTube that I trust their opinion 1000%. And there was some palettes that really worked for them and did not work for me at all. And it felt like the palettes were just a hit and miss. You guys know the story. I mean, I'm not telling you anything that you don't already know. But I would say that to me was probably better in theory. And kind of left kind of a bad taste in my mouth for Morphe and Jaclyn Hill because I kind of felt like when they tried to address the issue, they just would not acknowledge that there was problems with the palettes. And let me explain why. Because Kristen Dominique, I had reviewed her Lemonade palette, and I struggled with the shimmer shades in the palette. There was actually 4 shimmer shades in the palette that kind of became really like a hard pan type thing. And they did not perform anything near the Latte palette, because the Latte palette to me was one of the best palettes on the planet as far as pigmentation and the way it blended. It was just an amazing formula. When I used the Lemonade palette, I felt like it was not the same formula. And I gave a full honest review, just like I do all the time. Whether people agree with me or not, it is my opinion on the palette, and it did not work out for me. 2 or 3 days after I uploaded my video, Kristen Dominique Cosmetics, they announced that there was an issue with the shimmer shades. And they said that there was some issues with the pearls and the way that they were pressed inside the pigment in those shimmer shades, damaged or made it so that the shadow wasn't what it was supposed to be. Well, they didn't have any fuss about it. They sent every single person that bought the Lemonade palette a replacement. In the beginning, they said, hey, if you have a palette that's bad, email us. Well, they got so many emails that they decided, you know what? We're just going to replace it to everybody. Whether you got a bad palette or not, everybody's getting a replacement palette. That to me shows me character in a business, in a brand, and it's somebody that I want to support. That's just what you want. As a consumer, you want the brand to make it right. When there's an issue, they owned it. And 100% owned it, made it right. They fixed the problem, and they gave everybody a new palette, whether they needed it or not. That to me, it makes me want to be loyal to that brand, and I will probably always be loyal to Dominique Cosmetics for that. And Kristen herself, she's such a kind person, and I thought that was incredible for her to do that. Jaclyn Hill and Morphe, on the other hand, I felt like the way that they handled the situation and kept kind of being like passive aggressive with some of the feedback. They were almost like, I don't know why it's not working for you because it's totally working for me. I don't like that kind of junk. There were so many reviews of those palettes, and you could clearly see that people were having issues. It wasn't that they were doing anything wrong. It wasn't that they were applying anything wrong, and they were applying it like they would any other palette. In my opinion, the Vault is not the same quality as the Jaclyn Hill palette, period. I don't feel like there was enough time put into the shadows, and they just kind of ignored it and kind of acted like it is what it is. And I didn't really like that. So for that reason, it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth towards Morphe and towards Jaclyn Hill. So that's my opinion on that. And I mean, we're all entitled to it. You guys might disagree with me, and that's okay. I know that probably many disagreed with me on my opinion on the Jeffree Star Alien palette, but that's okay because that's what we're here for. I review based on my preferences, what I like, what I don't like, how I apply this, how I don't apply. I mean, everything that we do is from a personal perspective, and it's okay to disagree. It's okay if I don't like something and you love it, or you love something and I don't like it. It's okay. It is what it is, and that's kind of the fun thing about makeup, is that we're all different and we all need something different from our makeup. So I'm okay with it. This was a super fun tag. I'm gonna go ahead and tag a few people of my own. Let me get my list. So I'm gonna tag Theresa Is Dead, Jennifer Joyce Beauty, BeautyDaughtMom, Heba, Morgan Turner, Solstice Beauty by Jessica. I love you, Jessica. Ivory Cherry, Nikki Raven, Courtney KH, Mosley Doll 78, Angela Denise, and Beauty Butterfly Makeup Playtime. So I'm tagging all of you guys. I hope you guys create this video. I think it's a super fun tag. So that concludes the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this tag type video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to see me do more tags, let me know in the comments down below if you guys have any tags of videos that you guys want me to do. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day filled with love, happiness, and joy. I will see you guys tomorrow, and I love you guys so much. Bye!